Hello everybody, welcome to Lies of P. This is going to be our next playthrough on the channel. I've been meaning to replay it for quite a while now. For those of you that don't know, I streamed this game in its entirety 3 times through on my streaming Twitch channel pre-patch, which means that I killed everything before a single nerf was ever put out, which I take great pride in doing once, especially 3 times, to get all the endings for the Platinum, because as some of you might know, anyone that's played this game, pre-patch, this game was considered to be probably the hardest Souls-like ever made. So I don't know how it's going to go with the patch now being out. I've heard that a handful of the bosses have gotten nerfed, so in light of those nerfs, to kind of even things out a little bit, I'm going to do a build that I've never done before, which will hopefully help a little bit to make it a little hard again.
Can you hear me? Geppetto's puppet, we need your help.
Alright, speedrunner strat incoming real quick. So, for those of you that don't know, I was going to speedrun this game for quite a while. I completed and submitted 2 runs when speedruns were just first being found. I haven't speedrun this in quite some time.
Jiminy too, but we have to hurry. My name is Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krat, and I'll explain what's happening. Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
So this is going to be done in a similar style to the Dark Souls 3 playthrough. I'm going to explain some story beats here and there, and some fun little lore bits. But I'm ultimately not going to be reading through everything and lore dumping like crazy. So, typically through this game I do a strength build.
But the streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there. It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
All 3 playthroughs I did with strength. So now I'm going to try dexterity, and I'm going to be going for the Twin Dragon Sword, if anyone knows what that is that's watching.
Destination Hotel Krat. Recommend escaping from this.
And it feels good to be playing this again. I haven't played this since... it's probably a week, 2 weeks after release. So the way the game works is it's based on the perfect parry. It's basically a parry system. So I wait for somebody to attack, I press L1 and parry it. And when that red stuff comes off is when you know it's a perfect parry. Also, take a second to look how pretty the game is. Pulse cells, basically your Estus. I'll walk you through everything super quick. So, in the top left corner, you're going to find your health, stamina, and Fable Arts. Fable Arts are basically like your weapon skills. Top right is my Ergo, which is functionally souls. And then in the left-hand corner, going from top to bottom, is the... There's like they're called pulse charges. They're essentially Estus, which actually, if you run out, if you do successive attacks, they'll charge back up, which is really nice. This is the Grindstone, which I'm going to use later, and then Gemini, which I'll never use. And then below that is my Legion Arm, and then in the bottom right corner is my weapon, and then the white bar is my weapon's durability. And if I use this Grindstone, it will top my durability out. So that's kind of a general rundown. Can I get the backstab on him? Nope. Take that, bitch. And while the game starts pretty tame, it gets hard very fast. at least from what I remember. Like I said, I know the game got nerfed pretty hard, so I'm not 100% sure how it's gonna go. Yeah, guard. I know how guard works. It essentially has the Bloodborne mechanic, where if you take damage while guarding, you then can deal damage to regain some of your health lost, which promotes a pretty aggressive play style. I am going to try to go through pretty much every area. Oh! I unlocked for some reason. That was our first hit. Thought we were going to do the first area hit list. That would have been awesome. Alright, and now you can kind of hear some thuds, which you're gonna see what that's coming from a little bit later. Actually, you can probably see it now. I can't quite see him from here. Basic backstab. Can you see him? Yeah. There's that big man down there. Alright, we got a newspaper thing. Oh, nope, just passenger notes. Guy to my left. Ooh! Seems like I kind of forgot about you. Now, I think this series is going to be longer than the Dark Souls series, seeing as how I haven't played this game as much as the Dark Souls series, so I have a feeling that I'm going to die a lot more. But, oh well, so then here we have a shortcut. Now, do I have a Fable Catalyst I can use quick? Yeah. You have to go in here to use them. Just gonna use one. Hell yeah, he's still scripted. Awesome. Badass. He's still scripted. That's great. I've been debating on getting back into speedrunning this game, just because it's a really fun speedrun. Because by the time that I was speedrunning it is when it was like 2.5 hours, so obviously it's a game that you run maybe 3 times a day. Maybe. So, eventually I just kind of quit, because it was taking too much time. It's so pretty. Take a second to look at all that. It's such a good looking game. But now that there's a more defined path, I think maybe I'll try it again. We're not gonna worry. Well, actually, we will go ahead and level up.
It's called a stargazer, a marvelous device the stalkers used in the past.
Puppet threshold exceeds danger estimates. Please reduce puppet numbers or reset danger parameters.
As we are not strong enough to beat the puppets. But if I lend my power to this stargazer for a moment. Gather ergo, clever one. This stargazer will make you stronger. But the stargazer's strength doesn't last forever, so be careful with it. Hurry up and come to Hotel Krat.
Okay, we might as well level up. I'm just gonna vitality dump for now. Granted, the first boss isn't super hard, but I think that'd be smart to do. Yes. This rapier definitely doesn't do as much damage as the great, or I think it's a bastard sword. Or is it the Great Blade of Fate? Is that what it's called? Bastard. Alright, I'm pretty sure it's just news. Yeah. Yeah, when this game first got announced, I was super hyped just because the trailers looked great. And then I think I played the demo. I even speedran the demo. But then once I'd beaten the demo like 30 times, and then the pre-orders came out, I instantly pre-ordered the deluxe edition so I could get those 3 days of early access. And then I beat it within, I think it was like 2.5 days. Beat it again within the week. And then beat it again within like another week or so, I guess. It probably, initially I said I beat it 3 times within a week. That probably isn't right. But I remember there were some bosses you'd spend like 4 to 5 hours on that weren't even ultimately that hard. It was just like an average boss that you'd spend that long on, because of how difficult it is. Like I remember, because first time playing through it, I accidentally got the secret ending. Meaning that I get to fight like a secret boss, and I'm gonna do the secret ending on this playthrough as well. Just because it's fun, and it gives you access to, like I said, a secret boss. I don't think there's an item that's shortcut, right? Yeah. Who is easily... there's the yawn. It always happens. Easily the hardest boss in the game. Like I said, I think he took me... I don't know. I remember I started streaming once I'd woken up, and I wasn't done streaming until... I think it was 1 AM. I fought this boss straight for... It had to have been over 12 hours. Easily over 12 hours. Man, that shit was just... It was rough. This game's atmosphere is so good. Now we're gonna have a sort of mini boss enemy up here. Alright, so as you can see, things are not going very well in Krat. Puppets are angry, and they're killing people. That's all we really know as of right now. You still have a... Ooh, you didn't do the slam. Fuck yeah, eat that bitch. Easy game.
Destination Hotel Krat. Optimal location for observing the destination.
Game looks so good. It's such a good looking game. Alright, and I might be a little bit more quiet during this playthrough just because I don't have as much to say about the game, given I don't know the lore through and through like I do Dark Souls. And same with the level design. Like, I remember, if you gave me a piece of paper, I could probably draw the whole map. I missed that quick step. Ooh. Good thing I was out of range, because I would have missed that timing. Like, I know enough to speak about it, I guess. I just don't know enough to blabber on like I did in Dark Souls 1 and 3. Ooh. Missed your timing. Got an item down here. I'm noticing that enemy attacks feel a little bit slower. But again, I haven't played this game in a few months, so maybe that's just me. Alright, we're gonna come up here because there's gonna be guys on the stairway. Oh, missed that timing. We have a dog down here with an enemy, or not enemy, item. Another Fable Catalyst. And a shortcut and a Stargazer. Now, in the demo, there actually wasn't a Stargazer back here. you had a bit of a boss run back,
A powerful
but
parade puppet is blocking the entrance, and that's the only way in. So please, be careful.
as I was saying, but they kind of got rid of most of the boss run backs by just placing a Stargazer right out of their arena from the demo, which, I don't know, it's okay. This dummy here, by the way, if you need to test your weapons and parry timings, that's there for. I'm going to talk to him in a second. I'm going to come over here and get the Krat times for the Parade Master. And we'll look at this one. Basically just talks about the parade puppet and what he did.
Hello there. Welcome to Krat, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone. Out here alone? You could use some help. Here's a festival gift for you. Now get yourself something useful.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and sell Vanini's instant repair tool. All of these. All of these. All of these. We'll go ahead and equip that. What do you sell again? Do I want to use speedrun strats? I don't know if I do. For the speedrun for this boss, you pick up 3 electric blitz abrasives and then 3 throwing cells. And then you just stack shock on him. And then, I don't know if he's actually scripted. I know for the current the speedrun that I did, he wasn't scripted, but for the current one, he might be. You're gonna hear me draw a lot of comparisons from the speedrun. I don't remember. But I know you could fucking ham on him. So I'm doing technique. However, I'm gonna dump a few points into capacity, and then I'll do 1 technique. I don't think there's gonna be anything else I'm gonna want to put on. Alright, let's see if they change the parade puppet at all. Yeah, now usually here you toss all your throwing cells, you do that dash, do that, back up, throw the blitz on, and then go nuts on him. Second phasing, off light. Missed it. There's a thing you can do where you slip behind him for that. I know how Fable Arts work. Yeah, that felt about as easy as the other time. Okay, doesn't seem like Parade Master's changed too much. He's still easy. Alright, I don't... There were items over here. Okay. Fable Catalyst. This is one of the games in the Souls-like genre that is absolutely worth picking up all of the items for, at least pre-patch, because I, for one, definitely needed them. You talk, don't you? Yeah.
Health, enter. Energy, depleted.
Poor guy. Hotel Krat, the greatest luxury you will ever experience. Excuse me? Treat yourself to an unforgettable day, which has...
One more thing I should mention. The hotel's security excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet after all.
It's such a pretty game. It's such a pretty game. Alright. Now, is there... There's an item over here. I know there's a hidden moonstone. I think it's on the other side, though. Yeah. But, as it's kind of been saying, Hotel Krat is obviously where we were heading to meet up with people. Puppets are killing people. The stalkers fought the puppets, but the stalkers... It's insinuated that they're lost as of right now, because obviously the puppets are everywhere and the stalkers are nowhere. And then also, apparently, the guy we're playing as, P, or Pinocchio, is a special puppet.
To the sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you?
I am a puppet.
Puppets are a constant source of trouble. The hotel forbids all outside puppets. Please leave the premises.
See? So, now, something that's been insinuated and that I'm just going to tell you outright. Puppets normally can't lie. There's a thing called the Grand Covenant that the puppets all have, and one of the laws of the Grand Covenant that are put into puppets is that they're not allowed to lie. However, Pinocchio is special and he can lie.
Grand Covenant's fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Krat.
And for the secret ending, we need to lie our asses off anyways. So, that's all we're really going to be doing, is lying. Oh, there's that goddamn yawn. Such a cool title card. I forgot how hard that opening goes. Holy shit. Man. Honestly, this game is probably one of my favorite Souls-likes. Right under Dark Souls 3. I'd say Dark Souls 3 is my favorite, this is my second favorite. And then Elden Ring, and then Dark Souls 1. I think that's where I'd say everything falls.
I'm so happy to see you. I am Sophia. I've been waiting for you. Searched all over the city of Krat to find you. You must have questions. Geppetto will have answers, but we have to find him first. He was last seen on Elysian Boulevard. All of Krat is dangerous for humans, and that neighborhood is one of the scariest. Please find Geppetto on Elysian Boulevard. I'll explain more once you find him.
Alright, leveling up. We're not going to worry about that right now.
I think he's in shock.
Johnny is fine.
That's proof you're broken. The real Gemini isn't so calm. I'm no inventor, but perhaps I can fix him. Or perhaps he'll fix himself in time. Wait, take this pocket watch. Krat is a labyrinth of peril right now. This watch will guide you to a safe place. Be careful, clever one.
Alright, Moonface Pocket Watch. That thing is another thing that's crucial in the speedruns. We're gonna talk to Antonia first. Where's the glint here? Don't tell me they've taken that reference out. There's a reference on this bookshelf to the original writer of Pinocchio. I hope it's still there. If there isn't any glint. I really hope they didn't take that out. Man.
Unexpected guests are welcome. We don't insist on reservations. I am Antonia, and this is my hotel. Welcome. Oh, I knew from the moment we met that you're Geppetto's puppet. He might have a few loose screws, but Geppetto's skills are undiminished. It's a shame. He took off for Elysian Boulevard, and he never came back. If it doesn't turn up soon, we'll have to make a new coffin. Oh, I forgot. I was keeping this for him. It comes with a long story. But I think it's better off with you. Please find that old man. And do take care of yourself out there.
Alright, then really quickly, we are going to throw someone's memory, and I don't know, does that come with a hat? No. And then we are going to... I think I have to... Yeah. It's an extra bag. How did I use extra bag again? That was here, wasn't it? No? Okay, whatever. We'll do it here. I'm wasting so much time. Okay.
It suits you. For a moment there, you look just like... Oh, forgive me, I'm rambling. When you get to my age, your memories are like good friends. And just as distracting.
Now, as you can assume and see, Antonia's sick, and you can actually see it on her face there, that she has some sort of disease.
People have no idea so many secrets are buried in Krat. Thanks for keeping me company. What are you curious about?
That dialogue line changed. It used to be nobody hold up, let me hear that again.
Have no idea so many secrets.
It used to be people have no many idea how many secrets are buried in Krat, rather than
I
so.
see you're here. That means you can lie. Your lies are a rare ability. You're able to choose your own path, unbound by anything. People on the outside are still afraid of puppets. Lie to protect yourself and find your path. I'm an old friend of Geppetto's. His son is like family to me. Make yourself at home. You're always welcome here at the hotel. If you have any questions, ask my butler, Polendina.
Alright. So there's that. Can I really not see that reference? Maybe I need more humanity. As time goes on and we get more humanity, we'll get better at playing the piano. I'll try to do it at every story beat. Or every beat that I can do it at. Let's go ahead and talk to Soph. Well, I want to level up and shit. I'll do that then. Here we have an area that's going to be shown off later. And here, another crucial thing for the speedrun strat. There's a weapon later that we're going to get that you need for the speedrun, in which you use its Fable Arts for, and if you don't have any Fable Arts, you quick run out here, get full bars, and then come back in. This is essentially just a training area with bots that you can just test damage numbers and parries and stuff on. Here we have
I
Eugenie.
heard about you from Geppetto, but to see you in person... Wow. You should take this. Geppetto left it with me.
Oh, a puppet string. Alright, Legion Arm. Legion Arm is special equipment equipped on the left arm. Basically just gives you a cool ability. It's like this one, the puppet string, at least at level 1, lets me shoot somebody and normally pull them towards me. But later on we'll be able to upgrade them and give them cool abilities, and then get more of them.
The sound of it alone. That craftsmanship comes only from the hands of Geppetto. You must be something else. A custom arm from Geppetto himself is quite an accessory. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Eugenie from the Workshop Union. I know my way around weapons of all kinds. I'm sure Master Geppetto would agree. If any of your weapons need work, bring them to me.
Okay, so she's the blacksmith if you
I
couldn't
know my
tell.
way around a weapon. Want me to look at something?
So for now, we are going to upgrade this, and we're going to use this all the way up until we get the next weapon, and we're just going to upgrade it all the way up until we get the next weapon.
A stargazer is a survival device used by the stalkers. It powers itself by accumulating and absorbing ergo spores in the air. The stalkers installed stargazers all across the city. Once they're recovered, we can put them to use. If you want to test your skills or try new techniques, head for the garden. The stalkers captured a puppet to use for training. Don't look at me like that. Everyone hates puppets. I know whose side you're on.
Alright. So here's Polendina and Sophia to talk to yet.
Welcome to Hotel Krat. My name is Polendina, butler to Lady Antonia. Please let me know how I may be of service. At Hotel Krat, comfort and calm walk hand in hand. Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service?
Alright, you sell quartz now? What? I don't know. Okay. Quartz is an extremely useful item for upgrading later on. And the only way you could usually get it is very rarely in a few chests that are scattered around. Or bosses. And then I think there were a few mini-boss enemies that also dropped it, but... You just sell it in 2? For that cheap? Jeez. That means you can get 4 before you even go to... You can get phase 1 of the... I'm just blabbering right now, but I am dumbfounded. We can also sell some stuff to you.
Welcome.
I don't know if I'm gonna need the Parade Master's Ergo. I'm gonna hold on to that for now, because I don't actually know if I'm gonna need it or not. And then I will go ahead and equip this for armor. No. Sell. I will go ahead and sell you.
The Grand Covenant is a set of absolute commands imprinted on puppets when they are made. First law. All puppets must obey their creator's commands. Second law. A puppet may not harm humans. Third law. A puppet protects and serves humans and the city of Krat. Fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. I've told you about the laws engraved upon every puppet. Do you require anything else?
No. So as you can see, the Grand Covenant has not held up. Might as well. I think I'm just gonna put these... Yeah. So, unlike Dark Souls, you actually want to level just about every... Okay, let me back that up. Rather than leveling usually only 2 to 3 stats, you're now going to be leveling Vitality, Vigor, Capacity, and then whichever damage type you're dealing. So, 4 minimum. And then there's Advanced to make your Legion Arm do more. So possibly even 5 different stats that you have to worry about leveling. And if you're running a weapon that scales off of 2 things, you could possibly be needing to level literally everything here. Which is kind of fun, unlike the Dark Souls games, where you're just upgrading 2 to 3 stats.
Ergo is the miracle that made Krat prosper. Without Ergo, there would be no automated puppets to make Krat wealthy. When you move, you tap into the power of Ergo within you. Gather more Ergo. It will make you stronger. In the folklore of Krat, a cricket often acts as a guide. That is why these automated models became popular. But Gemini is unique. He's more than just a guide. As you get more familiar with Gemini, you'll see what I mean.
Alright. So, I'm gonna be doing this series a little bit different than the Dark Souls series. Rather than getting multiple bosses in an episode and just seeing how far I can go in an hour, I'm going to be doing it on a boss-to-boss basis. So some episodes might be... Like this one will probably end up coming out to being 40 minutes. However, that also means that some might end up coming out to be 15 minutes and other ones might be an hour 20. It's just really going to depend on which area we're going to be doing, because I want to do it on a boss-by-boss basis, and if not boss-by-boss, then at least up until a mini-boss, because I think the bosses are actually spaced super well in this game. So we're going to come out here, get the next Stargazer, and then that'll be the end of the episode. I wonder if they fixed the loading screens in this. That seems to load a lot faster than it used to. Good. Awesome. I'm playing on PlayStation 5 for anybody that doesn't know, by the way. So my loading times are naturally going to be a little bit faster than a 4. Elysian Boulevard entrance. So, our current quest is to go get Geppetto from Elysian Boulevard.
Hey, be more careful. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
Alright.
I'm Gemini, your friendly puppet guide. Or friendly guide puppet? I don't know, one of those. I'm also a friend of Sophia's. Last time I woke up, Sophia was there because she woke me up. But I'm sure there are still other memories in there. Sorry. Must be the shock. Bear with me, and I'll do my best to guide you.
Alright, and then we can swap our Legion arm back to the left arm of steel if we want. In the speedrun when I was doing it, I know you're going to hear a lot of that. In the speedrun when I was doing it, and the speedrun, da-da-da, it's just going to be something you're going to hear a bit of. You keep the left arm of steel on because it deals a shit ton of normal damage. As you can see, and it scales really well. And it deals a shit ton of destruction damage from what I remember too. It's like it's super easy to stagger enemies, which made it really nice. But, anywho, like I said, that's going to be the end of this episode, just to kind of get a feel for the game. If you guys are enjoying this, if you want to see more of it, if you want to see me play through the whole game, just let me know by sharing the video around, liking, commenting, just interacting with it in any way whatsoever. I would very, very, very much so appreciate that. And, yeah, peace.